Yeah.
I got a question. Why do old injuries ache in the cold?
But injuries ache in the cold. It depends on what it is. Like I have a big, what's called a comminuted fracture. So it's like a fracture in 3 different places, and it's separated. And my talus, which is the bone underneath like your 2 leg bones that come out, and you have your 2 ankle bones, is the bone that sits in the middle. And it's like the main part of the ankle. And so if you have a bone break or something, you have just more sensation around it, and it's a little bit bigger too. And so small pressure changes, your body senses any different things very, very sensitively. So like, have you ever tried writing differently, or like sitting differently, or like purposely being in a different position? Throws you off instantly. Yeah. And so like a pressure change like that, a lot of times they can tell whether like storms are coming, or you might not notice it till later, but like, oh my like I'll walk around to work and I'll be like, my foot is aching, and I'll have a patient walk in like 5 hours later and be like, oh man, I think a storm's coming. I know that for broken bones for sure. It changes like the density of it and just the area that it takes up. But when you do have a traumatic injury, you get more sensory buildup around it, and it becomes more hypersensitive. Like, I don't know if you ever sprained your shoulder, you sprained something.
Yeah.
And then
my ankle for sure.
Yeah, so like every time you take, like, oh, my ankle's like bugging me today. Like, no, you just stepped weird. Like, imagine all the little like weird, like, oh, that was weird. Like, my shoulder hurt for a second, and you just forget about it. But because you're hyper aware, like if you hurt your shoulder before and you have like a weird twinge in your shoulder, you'd be like, uh-oh, like I hurt my rotator cuff like back in high school wrestling or whatever. Now it's bugging me again. You just are more aware of it. And so I think that is also attributed to it.